Hi guys. What's up, buddy? All right, we are in a new location now. Hmm. What's going on, guys? What's up, everybody? Oh, someone's in here. Hello, first viewer. This is my part 2. It's the sequel to what just unfolded. Hi guys, how are ya? Nice to see ya. Hi guys. Got a nice little perch here in front of all the traffic. Tons of cars and tons of foot traffic, or a fair amount of foot traffic. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Just so everybody knows, the sign says, "Why aren't you vegan yet?" 3 quick questions. And we are out here talking to the public. And my challenge is to other to my fellow vegans is for all of us to come out here and start doing this, or any other kind of activism like t-shirts, stickers, chalk activism. But nothing's going to change if we're not kind of trying to intercept that collective school of thought and make people feel funny about the behavior. That's what needs to happen. So the more of us out here, the better. The more pressure we put on people. Yeah. It is kind of a European place. Oh, God. That's awesome, macros. Legend. What's up, buddy? How are ya? All right. What's going on, big guy? How are ya? You want to try? All right. Okay. Okay. Welcome, everybody. No, Juan, you'll never see that. Because meat eaters even know in their hearts that what they're doing is an injustice to the animals. Everybody does. It's deeply recessed, but it's been green-lighted and okayed by industry and, the powers that be. So you feel good about it and comfortable with it. Because they say it's okay for you to do. You'll never see a meat eater doing this. Unless they're, like, sick in the head. What's going on, guys? How are you? Ah. Uh, sorry, Macros, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it. What's gonna make a difference is a bunch of us coming out here and putting pressure on you guys to stop the behavior. That's what's gonna do it. And that's what we're doing right now with the different activisms, from anonymous to the voiceless, sign activists, tables, stuff like that. All over the place. And so you're just gonna feel funny buying meat. That's what we want you to. We want you to feel funny and ashamed, because it is shameful. And I'm not trying to judge anybody. I wasn't vegan for 30 years. I did the exact same thing you guys do if you're not vegan. So I'm sorry if I come off a little strong, but there's absolutely nothing we need in meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. And it begs the question, and it yields the question, then why are we doing this to other sentient beings? Yes, Marie, I'm a vegan. Yeah, exactly. In the past, we don't need it right now. Oh, okay. We know plants are living, miss. We know that. But they're not sentient. That's where vegans draw the line. And also, we're also not perfect. Vegans are not perfect. Animals are killed because of us in crop production. Every once in a while, I may step on an ant and not know it. I may run over something and not know it in my car. But it's about the clear line. In the clear, kind of articulated line is in the intent and the sentience. And you can make all these little appeal to perfection fallacies you want, these all or nothing fallacies. But end of the day, when you are not vegan, you are with intent, you are paying for somebody to go to the slaughterhouse and die for you. It's not exemplary, it's not good for our children to experience that or to see an example exact that. And it's not good for anybody, especially the poor victims, the helpless animals. Come on, guys. Yeah, it's a nice little town I live in. Oh my God. Here we go with the trees. Plants, though. We got the plants, though. If you really are a plants right activist, you're going to be vegan as per. I'm not even going to go in. I'm just wasting my breath on you guys. Ooh, man, that guy mean mugged me. That was a mean mug. All right, with people going vegan for, let's say, a season, but continue to eat meat the rest of the year, be a satisfying move for most vegans, or is it more of an all or nothing? Okay, now you're conflating what I just said. I see where you're going with that. We do not want that. Of course, we want abolition. Of course, we don't want people to just do it a few days out of the week or a few seasons out of the year. So, when I say all or nothing, I'm talking about the arguments on an argument basis. You are curating something different there and framing that question very trickily, very tricky. So, of course, we want total abolition. There's no reason for it in our diets. There's no reason to do it once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. That does not help the poor little animal that has to die for somebody's taste pleasure. Hopefully that answered your question. Oh, okay, maybe I jumped the gun there, inspection. But the thing is, and it was kind of based, I thought you were similar, I thought you were the same person that said something earlier. Um, it, I get it, the whole seasonal thing, or the, meatless Monday, eh, I mean, on a net basis, is that better for the animals? Sure. But it's for the animals, the collective in general. But it's not okay for the animal that has to die for your one meal or for your meatless Monday. Um, so I rescind my kind of energy there, and I'll just kind of float that back to you. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want, you can like and subscribe, and you'll have more videos like this. Every week I'll be doing a live out here in the city. We all eat veggies. Football? No, I'm good on that. Not a big sports guy. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Would you eat old animals that died of natural causes? That's interesting. Uh, that's a kind of a no. I would not. For sure not. What's up, everybody? Um, it's a very niche circumstance you're talking about there. Um, if that were to happen, sure, maybe on a moral basis that would kind of be better, but kind of dishonorable to the living being that is no longer living. Kind of dishonorable to who that was. I mean, would you like to be eaten? if you die, if would you like to be eaten if say you died of natural causes? Because I'm not putting that on my license as far as anything organ donor, etc. Okay, being eaten by other humans, that's a negative for me. So, since there's so fair amount of people in here, everybody needs to watch Gary Yourofsky's Best Speech Ever. It's on YouTube, it's free, and I'm giving out cards tonight that have it on there for people to check out. But if you can remember Gary Yourofsky, Best Speech Ever, it will definitely illuminate you to a few things. I was just like the non-vegans in here, and even defensive over my meat eating, and it took me a little bit of exposure to the truth to realize it's time to stop hurting the weak, stop hurting those weaker than us for no reason except for yum-yums and taste pleasure. Nobody really stopping by yet, but we're gonna try to bait a few people in. Anyone with a brain realize that animals are needed as food, buddy. Oh my gosh, Miss, you're not making yourself look good with these sentiments you're exacting into the internet sphere here. Gosh, maybe just stop talking. You should Native Americans be able to hunt and fish to feed their families. Jeff. Hi guys, how's it going? How are you? Good. Jeff, if somebody's in a situation where they have to do it, we're not judging those. You have to do it. I have to go to the store and I have to, eat, get my plants, get my food, and I know that some animals, crop deaths, some animals will die because of me, but I have to eat. Just like those people in those geographic regions have to eat. But here's the question, are you in that situation? I would expect, since you're on a phone here, it'd probably be a resounding no. So there's no need for you to do it. No reason to appeal to kind of, broader things. But I get it. Once again, I get it. I ate meat for 30 years. I eat animals and vegetables. Okay. Nice. I'm subscribed. I'm not trolling. I would like to get further information, maybe help bridge the line between vegans and non. That's amazing. Thank you for subscribing. You'll see resources under a lot of my videos to help you go vegan, as far as what you need nutritionally, which is not hard to do at all, and other things that might solidify your decision. But thank you, Indy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Dean. We know, bud. We know. Did you hear what I just said? So what you're doing there, I'll tell you what that's called. It's called an appeal to nirvana, an appeal to perfection. All or nothing. If I can't do it all, then might as well not do it at all. If I can't use, if I can't use a car that doesn't have animal product in the rubber, might as well send 80 to 90 billion sentient animals to their merciless death every year. What I just described is the kind of dynamic of an appeal to nirvana fallacy, which you just did. Maybe we can get these guys over here. Okay, Jeff, if you have to do it, you have to do it. So maybe I'm wrong. I rescind my statement. But but if you can get plants, then I'm not wrong. If you can, find a way to eat just plants, then I'm not wrong. Because every single plant has every single essential amino acid. You just have to eat a variety of them. It can be all beans, it could be all rice. It doesn't even matter. You just have to kind of aggregate a variety as best as you can. So, but if you're in that situation, you got to eat, right? You got to eat. But if not, just remember you're ending the life of somebody helpless and probably a baby, a youngling, a small one that's probably at a fraction of their life, and for your taste buds and taste pleasure. Sorry to dose out the truth like that, but that's what it is. And vegans are sick of standing idly by, and watching these systems be shored up by either just people that don't know or people that are just not nice. What's up, guys? How you doing? Do a little outreach tonight. You want to try? You don't have to.
Thank you.
Okay. See, it's a tough sign. It's a tough sign. I didn't want to strong arm him in. All right, now here's a sign, guys. Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. You know what's destroying ecosystems? Animal farming. 50% of the land mass attributed to animal farming, runoff, excrement, just flash secretions, just festering inside of that 50% of the Earth's land mass. We are breeding 80 to 90 billion land animals into existence every year, and we are feeding them 80 to 90 billion animals worth of plants and crops, etc., where we could just be feeding that output to humans, keeping people healthier and feeding more people instead of keeping the starving starved. 80 to 90 billion. Can you imagine? It's like unfathomable that that number. And we're talking in the trillions as far as fish goes. I mean, that's just insane. But we don't even think about it. We all just we don't even think about it. Unbelievable. Guess I'm not getting too many bites tonight. I did talk to 3 people earlier. I don't know if you guys caught those convos. Handed out some cards. I don't know how receptive these people were. One of them I had already talked to like 2 weeks ago, but I gave him a card this time. I didn't have the card before. It was the guy who has the friend that has that's like a botanist or something. Of course, I run into that guy again. You get a lot of characters out here. I understand your view, but why shouldn't people eat fish? Okay, Daniel, I got you. I got a great book for people that wonder about fish. The book is called What a Fish Knows by a guy named Jonathan Balcombe. And it's a very thick book, and it goes into fish's sentience capacities and their familial dynamics and pretty much everything that, hi guys, how are you? Pretty much everything that they are capable of, and their qualities and their just magnificence, magnificentness as a species. This book is thick and it's very articulate, and it will show you like that a fish is a somebody too, you know, and the way they're killed is absolutely the most barbaric thing that anybody could imagine. Can you imagine a human in that context? You know, it's just disgusting. The hook, ripping the face off, pretty much suffocation, watching your whole family die in front of you. So that's what I would say about fish. And you can get everything that fish have. You can get seaweed, you can take an algae supplement, you can eat chia, flax, or walnuts, which synthesize to via ALA, they synthesize into DHA and EPA, which DHA is called ionic acid, and EPA is called icosapenta-ionic acid. These are things that we need for our cognitive functions, but you can get all that on a plant-based diet or with an algae supplement if you really wanted to. But B12 is really the only supplement that you need. And like I said, animals are supplemented. The cows are supplemented with B12. So do you want to get it from the middle animal, or do you want to get it just directly take the supplement? B12 doesn't form in the soil like it used to, and there's a lot of speculation around B12 in general. I won't delve down that rabbit hole, but just pop a supplement. What's up, guys? What's going, everybody? What's going on, guys? How are you?
Steak meat tasting yummy.
Ah, not nice. What's going on? You guys want to try?
Nope.
You got the guts? Okay.
No, we don't.
Oh dear, oh dear. That was fucked up. Do you hear what those little shits are saying back there? Has anyone tried to attack me? No. Knock on wood. I'm in a pretty safe town, though, as it is. But I'm pretty confident I could take care of myself, or probably nobody would really attack me, you know. But if it happens, it happens. I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, the town is a pretty safe town in general. But there are hoodlums like those guys every once in a while. We'll pop by. Oh, God. Here we go. I hope you find Jesus. Christ, we're getting a whole myriad of people in here. You know, Jesus, I think I would contest that Jesus would be vegan if he was alive today. I think most would agree with that. What's up, guys? All right. I think most would agree that Jesus would be vegan. Here's a sign. Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. Bread and fish. There you go. That's historical context, Elise. It's historical context. These are things they needed to eat historically. These are things we do not need to eat right now. So I would contest that if Jesus was here, he would not be for the mass culling or single killing of any sentient being, and fish are sentient. So you can just look at the Bible and cherry pick and interpret what works for you, or you can look at it through a lens of truth. That's the choice of the reader. What's that, buddy? Let me eat that meat. Oh, there you go. Bro. Huh? No, we don't want you to eat meat, Caesar. We don't want you to strengthen these systems of fucking violence. Why would I want you to do that? We don't want to sit idly by and watch you prop that and exact that into happening. That's why vegans are angry. We just need to be more communicative with people and start trying to be, just communicative and articulating and realizing that we were non-vegans too for so long. I was not a vegan for very long. I understand the school of thought. I understand it. Hey, vegan stutter lady. How's it going? That's the bellwether, right? Got like troll overload signals that, everything is right. Everything is being done, needs to be done. You're right. I'd love to get someone to stop by. I got a lot of people looking over here, but nobody actually coming over. Maybe this guy will stop. It's actually nice out here tonight. Native Americans do not recognize your so-called savior. I'm not saying I'm religious. I'm not. I'm an atheist. I'm just saying you're using, somebody brought up the Bible as an argument. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
How are you? You want to try?
No.
Oh, come on. All right. I basically brought that up as a kind of just to contest what that other person was saying. And a lot of people like to use the Bible as a crutch, Bible as a reason to stay non-vegan. That guy was pretty articulate. It's a hard no on that one. It's okay. The goal is to come out here and get more of us coming out and more of us doing, all kinds of activism to make you guys feel so funny about your behavior and maybe realize what you're doing is wrong. So we're going to keep coming out here. There's a reason you'll never see somebody like this, somebody with a sign saying, "Why aren't you a mediator yet?" There's a reason for that. Think real deep, real hard. Okay. Get a job. I love that shit. Yeah, because I'm out here doing this. That means I don't have a job. There is absolutely no money in the outreach space because 99% of people are just kind of ignorant to what happens behind the curtain, or they're not, and they're not vegan. So I have a job, and if I'd rather not have a job. I take no pride in having a job, especially not in this fucked up societal framework that we live in the land of capitalism. Having a job is nothing to be proud of. Sorry. I mean, I'll go a step further. Well, hang on. Let me see if I can get these guys. Hi, guys. How are you? How's it going? You want to try?
I'm working on it.
Oh, right on, right on. Hi, guys. How are you? Oh, right on. Awesome. That lady, the guy said I'm working on it, and the lady said she is vegan. You know, tries to force feed me. Communist. Oh, shit. Okay, Indy says a lot of people are put off because of the attitude of superiority that's often shown. I understand you guys get it, but it doesn't help the cause with all the hostility against non-vegans. I agree with you, Indy, to a degree. To a degree. I think I mean, honestly, once I engage someone, you'll see I'm being a little hard on the chat here, but you'll see once I engage with people, you know, the idea is to really make it a kind of equilibrated communication of things, and keep the conversation going and not have them walk off. The thing is, when you're ready to hear the message, you're ready to hear it. It doesn't matter who's gonna say it, if it's a fucking militant vegan or if it's a nice, peaceful, you know, hippie type vegan. If you're ready to hear the message, you're ready to hear it. Here's the example. Some of the best activists out there, their parents are not vegan. And these activists have been doing it for 20 years plus. My parents are not vegan. I've been vegan 11 years. When you're ready to hear the message, then you will change your actions. Well, Random, here's the thing. You know, we're not okay sitting down idly and watching you guys shore up these systems of violence. It's not about what you're eating, it's about what you're paying for. It is about what you're eating, but it's really about what you're paying for. You're strengthening these disgusting systems, and we don't want to idly sit by, bruh. We want to do something about it. Your God is vegan. That's right. There you go. I like ribeye steak. Awesome. Yes, I am vegan. I probably stay out, guys, for another 25 minutes or so. I gotta get some, hopefully some conversations here. It's kind of dying down a little bit. It was very busy earlier, but I had to kind of move locations, then I had to go back. It's a long story. There was like a pretty weird guy that was kind of hovering around me, and I talked to him, and I did outreach with him, but then it just got weird, so kind of had to move. This guy calling someone weird. Imagine this guy calling. Okay, Weevil. Okay, buddy. Oh my God. I bet he wears leather shoes. I do not. I am wearing Brooks right now. 80% of their shoes are vegan. These are vegan shoes. Don't know if you can see them, but this is the Revel model. And of course, I'm not wearing a leather belt. As a vegan, we reject all forms of animal exploitation. And clothing counts. It's easy to do, guys, in 2024. It's easy to do. No reason to support bullying, no reason to support violence, no reason to support, hurting the weak, who's smaller than you. And, you can be an example to those around you, your friends, your family, your kids. Um, it's not the best example when you're going around shoring up all these systems of violence. And since I have so many of you guys here, let me articulate how the dairy industry works. See, most people don't know that the dairy industry is worse than the beef industry on a whole level, like as far as from Genesis to the end of the cow's life. So cows, in order to produce milk, they have to be pregnant. In order to be pregnant, they must be raped. A farmer puts his hand inside of their anus, their private parts. He goes down there, holds down their cervix, and he's in the vagina at this point. And he injects the animal, the mother, with bull semen against her will. She becomes pregnant. She gives birth. The day that she gives birth, the little youngling is immediately taken away from her and then trafficked into either the veal industry if it's a male, and if it's a female, she will live out the same life as her mom, just being raped 4 or 5 times during her life. When the female cow, is spent and can no longer produce milk, she goes to the beef industry, and she will have her throat slit ear to ear. Her head will fall off, most likely. She will pour out or bleed out, and that will be the life that she was given and the life that she had lived. That's the dairy industry, guys. Dairy industry is the beef industry. It's just worse. There's a lot of you guys in here. Ponch, let me respond to that. You reference God, and in the Bible, yes, it does say, there's instructions, I guess, for what you can eat and what you can't eat. And I know God said you could eat meat after the fall of man, but let's wake up. We're in 2024. Okay, we don't need anything from an animal in our diet to survive and thrive. We can get all vitamins and nutrients from our plant-based diets, and we can let the sentient continue to live their lives in peace, like the cows, chickens, pigs. If Jesus were alive today, I think he would be vegan. I think that he would be compassionate and not an exactor of violence. That's what I would say. So that's what I would say. And I know, like I said, I was not vegan for 30 years, so I get the defense, and I get the kind of inertia. Well, you can't take a book that was written 2,000 years ago at face value right now. There are things that have changed. Historical context is fluid. It changes. In the Bible, I think a lot of other things were okay. I mean, slavery was okay. Women being more subservient and more what's the word I'm looking for? Women were kind of relegated to a lower than form, and that was okay. What's up, buddy? How are you? So we can't look at the Bible for all of our references, especially since it was written 2,000 years ago. I mean, you can cherry pick it and you can rationalize it and mental gymnastics it, but deep down, you got to know you're doing something unnecessary and exacting violence onto a helpless little being that wants to live. They just want to live. They don't want to be eaten. Eat the plants. Leave the little guys alone. Plus, nowadays, you can find so many good versions of meat, cheese, milk, and eggs and plant alternatives Or even if you're not into that stuff, you can make it with lentils and soy and tempeh and potatoes. Hi guys, how are you? It's going. Like you can get creative and you can find ways to recalibrate your taste buds. Where in the Bible does it say it's okay? I mean, I think who knows? You look like you are in the state, Michigan. No, but it kind of has a Michigan vibe. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm at. What would you suggest for some small steps one can make before full conversion? I have seen some of my family go, okay, small steps. I mean, I would say, um, sorry, these guys are getting loud over there. There's a lot of small steps you can take. You can maybe take out. I was reading. There's a book called Atomic Habits by uh, James Clear, and one of the examples he has is actually in there. Has to do with becoming vegan. I don't know if he's vegan. Maybe he is, but he mentions, like stage it out, right? Like have a predetermined plan of when you're going to stop eating anything with feathers, when you're going to stop eating anything that swims, when you're going to stop eating, anything that comes from an animal, and kind of stage that out and architect a plan to take those things out and stick to it. And the way, if you ever have read Atomic Habits, or if you're interested in habit making, definitely read this book in general. It's phenomenal. Um, and I would say it's definitely easy to kind of attribute going vegan into the system that he has in this book if you're looking for small steps. That's what I would say. Um, but once you see some of these videos out there, like Earthlings or Dominion, you might not want to do small steps. You might want to just do it right away because your why might be that strong. Um, that's what I would say. What's up, guys? How are you? Can't even read any of this. You guys are texting so fast. Do you also make sure that grains you consume are guilt-free, considering some animals die? Okay, you must be new because I've addressed this like 5 times. So vegans are not perfect. I know I kill insects walking around. I know I kill animals in my car. I don't want to, but I'm sure I have run over them. And I know that animals die in crop production. But to survive, it's justified. It's morally justified. Just like those people in those geographic areas that have to eat meat and cheese and milk and eggs, that's morally justified. They have to survive. Would we prefer that not be the case? Absolutely. But veganism is not a perfection, a utopian perfection. It is a reduction of harm as far as possible and practicable. And the least we can do is not pay for and directly pay for the death of someone else. That's the least we can do. So you can do all your gymnastics and say this about crops and blah, blah, blah. End of the day, that's not truth. That's disingenuous and it's fallacious. So that's what I would say. See if that cop's... I think I'm in a public space. Pretty sure I am. That cop just eyed me down. Yeah, I'm in a public space. Just so you know, all vegans here, we can go out anywhere in a public space and do just like this. It's kind of not common knowledge. I mean, it just has to be public property. You can set up a camera, you can start talking to people, you can put the word out in the air. I didn't know that until I was in a city near me, and I was kind of educated by a police officer. Anyway, that's another story. But all vegans, let's get out there. Let's do this, man. Let's put some pressure on everybody and make people feel funny about the behavior. make people feel funny about, buying these products that affect so much pain and misery. Okay, Weevil. Then you must be a psycho, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Thanks, brother. Great courage being outside by yourself. I hope you catch. Oh, okay, awesome. Appreciate the solidarity. Thanks for watching. In the inspection. The lady I would kill and eat anything if I was hungry. Do you think people should be kind? Patches. That is the heart of what veganism is. It's the golden rule. Do unto others, right? Kindness is an action, not lip service. I feel like I'm doing most of my outreach here tonight. Yeah. I got about 15 minutes, guys, and I'm out. I'm sorry nobody's coming over tonight. A lot of hard no's and a lot of angry people and mean mugging going on tonight. Delvin, yes they are. Animals are others, my friend. Unless you consider, a living, feeling, breathing being with all the same anatomy and similar anatomy as we, a brain to experience pain, pleasure, etc., a subjective experience of life. If you don't consider that someone else, I mean, that's others, bud. Herding culture taught us long ago that animals are not others, and it's stuck with us. And even to this day, people like yourself still go around exacting that school of thought. It's kind of sad. Maybe I'll get this guy. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Fine, how are you?
You want to try?
Say again?
You want to try?
Well, I'm a vegan.
Oh, you are? That's amazing. Well,
I'm
solidarity.
from Austin.
Oh, that's amazing. Well,
Yeah,
thank you
besides
so
you're
much.
visiting. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Keep it up. Tell everybody, make them feel uncomfortable.
Well, it's funny because I
Yeah.
live in a city where
Yeah.
I might be making up the statistic, but probably 20 to 25% are either vegan, vegetarian.
Oh, sick. Right.
Easy to find good
Things are
restaurants.
changing.
I tell you what, it's hard out here to find a good vegan.
You're telling me.
It's gracious. I just
You're
went to a
telling
place
me.
called The Preserve with some buddies, and all I was eating was it didn't have anything.
I laugh out of solidarity because I know that place. Yeah, it's
that's
like
all I ate.
it's
Yeah,
like come on,
everything.
catch
Same
up.
butter and everything.
Annapolis is so behind the times. It's like a huge seafood town, a huge meat and cheese town.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, I wish I had those offerings where you're at. But what we can do is we can keep telling people, being loud, and
Yeah,
getting
man.
these systems to change. So thank you for
Yeah,
doing
man, I
that.
appreciate what you're doing too.
Hell yeah, man.
Especially with a lot of the youth around here in the college.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for the support. Take care. Fellow vegan. There's a few out here. Boom. What vegan stoner lady said. And I realize I'm kind of, being hard on the chat, the non-vegans in the chat. I just want to let you know that I'm a nice guy. You have to posture when you're doing activism with a certain strength. And I don't want you to take it personally, but I do want you to think about it, and I want you to hopefully think about the things that I'm, mentioning, because you're not going to really see activism in your daily lives. 98% of people are not vegan, and the big money makers don't want people to know about this stuff. So, did you read Animal Farm? I did not read Animal Farm. Daniel, beef is so delicious. Thank you. It's amazing. Okay. James' family is so embarrassed. Oh my God, these comments, guys. Oh my God. There's so many of you commenting, I can't even read anything. Absolutely, Patches. They don't have a voice, do they? So we have to stand up for them. Awesome, William. I mean, I think most of you would agree in your hearts the strong should protect the weak. Um, I think most people, and even the non vegans in here, would agree with that. And you probably teach, if you have kids, I like to teach my kids um, that the strong should protect the weak. And you can really have authenticity with that position when you're vegan. There's a disconnect, bit of a disconnect when you're not. Oh my God, are people still talking about the freaking plants being sentient thing? Yes, they are. Light. Plants are alive. Are they sentient? No, they are not. Big difference. Big difference. Plants respond to stimuli. Plants have robust defense, kind of peripheral systems. Plants can move one way or another with the sun or with things like that. But plants do not have a brain or a central nervous system, which is the emerging property of sentience. Or, I'm sorry, sentience is an emerging property of a brain. Hi, guys. How's it going? Oh, nice, nice. There's this other guy that just walked by was too. So we got some vegans here. Right on. Well, thanks. Tell everybody, you know? All of them were vegan. That whole family. That's so cool. So a little hope beckons out here tonight. A little hope beckons. Plants feel pain. Oh my God. What's that emoticon with the? It's like the. There's a certain emoticon for that, right? That's what I give to that statement. Plants don't feel pain, bruh. Plants don't have sensory receptors, pain receptors, nociceptors, you name it. They don't have those things. Plants are insentient. But if you're actually concerned about that and you're a plant rights activist, then you'd be vegan by default because of the energy conversion ratio at play in a cow or an animal that eats. It's an 8-to-1 ratio. 8 units in, 1 unit out, energy units. So you're killing a hell of a lot more plants if you're not vegan. A hell of a lot more plants. And remember, veganism is not about perfection, it's about reducing your harm. Okay. Okay, Professor. Facepalm. That's it. Yeah, the facepalm. Thanks for my moderators that are moderating, getting some of these trolls out of here. Oh dear. Not too many other people out here. Boy, oh boy. It's actually really nice out here tonight. I live in a kind of a warm, cozy Christmas town. And it's a beautiful town. It's a beautiful town. I love it. But man, they need this town. We just need vegan offerings. We need to go vegan. Need to stop with all this debauchery, and maybe become a vegan town. That would be amazing. Be the first vegan town in the U.S. I don't think that's going to happen, but it does present an opportunity to reach out to an awful lot of people that do not know about what happens behind the curtain with their food. I can't tell you what town.
out here tonight?
5 minutes.
I was about to say, it doesn't look
Yeah,
like there's too many
I know. Yeah, 5 minutes. I have like I'm on YouTube Live, so it's funny. Most of the actions in the chat. There was like 100 people at
Yeah,
one
I
point.
can see them right there.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of them are fellow activists,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of non-vegans too, and they're, you know, things are just being like, the vegans will field out like the non-vegan questions and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll be out here hopefully getting conversations. I had a few when I was in the other area, and I got to hand out some cards. But you know, it's tough right now. I get a lot of mean mugging, you know, more so mean mugging and commentary when they walk by. But you know, that's what I mean. The thing is, it's like you have to really get in there and make the word palpable and
Yeah.
kind of tangible, because it's so suppressed by design, by the, you know, the animal agriculture engine.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm even big on your stomach is your second brain, right?
Yeah,
You have to
oh,
take
for
care of
sure.
What you put in your body.
Yeah,
Goodness
absolutely.
gracious. When you see what they're feeding the livestock, which is what originally deterred me,
Yeah.
it's so unhealthy just the
Yep.
meat itself of what they're feeding them.
Yeah,
Clearly, plant-based is the way to
and
go.
who knows what else they're eating? They could be eating body parts of their own, you
Yes,
know,
yeah.
brothers and sisters. They could be
Yeah.
eating crap, you know.
Yes, it's disgusting.
It's all just out of sight, out of mind, and
Yeah.
we've been taught from herding culture 10,000 years ago that we're not supposed to question that. This is just the normal and the nice thing to do, you know.
Maybe 10,000 years ago it was a little different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I'm trying to say that to a few other people in here.
You know?
Exactly. There's
Goodness
context,
gracious.
historical
And if you
context.
take it out of context, you're
Yep.
not getting the true message.
Exactly.
Right now, today in the industry, it's just
Yeah.
stuff you don't want to touch.
Do you follow Dr. B at all?
course.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I follow him on
I
Instagram.
love that guy, man.
Yeah.
He taught me a lot about what you just mentioned with the gut being in the second brain.
Yeah,
and,
and putting it in context too.
yeah, he's a legend, and he's great, and he's an activist in his own way. Like, he takes people in and he tries to show them, you know, everything from, you know, the environment to the animals to the gut and to the health. I mean, the health and the environment are such bonuses.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a huge win when you go vegan,
Yeah.
you know, on all levels.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, I
appreciate what you're
appreciate
doing,
the
yeah.
solidarity, man.
Have a good
Take
night.
care. Okay, guys, I guess I'm getting ready to take off, everybody. Thanks for joining me. If you want, you can subscribe to see more videos and like. Thanks for everybody that, you know, partook, and hope maybe spurred some thought. Maybe we planted some seeds with you tonight. Thanks for all my vegan friends and activists in here, and the moderators. Hi there. Oh, absolutely, Navya. Nice to see you. Okay, guys, absolutely. Thank you, Vegan Center Lady, once again. My team has got my back. Yeah, you're right. Seema, I agree with you. I mean, that would be amazing if somehow, you know, you could do that. I need to get a better sign. I was actually in Michael's the other day looking at, you know, different types of posters and colored posters. So I'm kind of looking into it, but I'm definitely open. Yeah, thank you, Big Stream, for being here. Also, that book, it's called What a Fish Knows by Jonathan Balcombe. Check it out. And you'll learn about fish, fry basket. Jesus Christ. And the speech is the best speech you'll ever hear. That's by Gary Yourofsky on YouTube. And thanks, everybody, for joining me tonight. I appreciate all the, you know, engagement, activity, support, and even some of the more contentious dialogues. All right, guys. Till the next time. See you next week. Bye, everybody.